Siyaboji is about the closest thing to mixed martial arts that they have in Chinese culture. During the 90s, the popularity of martial art dropped tremendously as Taiwanese parents were forcing their kids, pushing them in school, pushing them to study all the time. They pretty much stopped studying martial art. In the late 90s, what happened though, the late 90s, early 2000s, MMA slowly started to arrive in Taiwan, and with it, Muay Thai and MMA, and there was a new generation of interest in martial art, and it was mainly by college students and guys that are in the military. They have a 2-year mandatory military in Taiwan. Now I believe it's 15 months, but it was 2 years before, and a lot of those guys like to learn martial arts. And so you'll find that when you join a club, even if there's a foreigner teacher, you're still going to have a good number of Chinese classmates and training partners, and it's a really good way to experience the culture and get to know the people. Even the foreign teachers that are teaching MMA, which you think of as a pretty modern sport, they've all incorporated elements of Chinese Kung Fu, Monkey Kung Fu, or Wing Chun. And Wing Chun and Tai Chi, of course, are the two martial arts that Taiwan is most famous for. The official language in Taiwan is Mandarin Chinese, so if you're studying Mandarin or you want to study Mandarin, this is a good place to learn it. About 70% of the population also speaks Taiwanese, which is a separate Fujian dialect. Almost no foreigners can speak it. So actually, if you come here and you learn Taiwanese, that'll really impress people. If you learn Mandarin, they're going to be impressed. You learn Taiwanese, they're going to be blown away. It's such a good place to train, and like I said, working hours are short, so you got plenty of time to train and to recover. Food is really cheap, so you can eat according to whatever your training diet is. I eat a really high protein diet with a lot of vegetables, and I love the Chinese vegetables, and pork is readily available. Beef's a little bit less common. Chicken is very common. Prices are low throughout the island. Your rent is going to be really high though if you're in the capital. If you're in Taipei, you'd be looking at $500 or $600 a month for an apartment. In Tainan or Kaohsiung, for $200 you'd get a really nice apartment. And your salary as a teacher is probably going to be around $1,800 a month. So you pay $200 for rent, you got $60 for training, and the rest is all just extra. If you don't have a bachelor's degree, it's extremely difficult to get a 1-year visa in Taiwan. The other option is you can get a student visa if you want to come here and study Chinese or study Taiwanese. You can enroll in school. You don't need a bachelor's degree. You enroll in school, pay your tuition, and then they'll give you a 1-year student visa. But you have to attend classes. If you miss your classes, they'll eventually drop you from the school and you'll lose your visa. When you come from the West, you're expecting that a country is going to have martial arts studios, they're going to have phone directories, they're going to have websites, and in Taiwan, you're not going to find any of that. There's masters teaching under trees, there's masters teaching in parks, there's masters teaching in public schools, and then the foreigners tend to be the ones who have the studios. And there's a lot of foreign teachers in Taiwan. When I first came, I didn't want to study martial art with a foreign teacher. I said, I want to have a Chinese experience. I want to study with a Chinese teacher. But later, I evaluated. I said, no, I want to study with teachers that are good and that are interesting. So I had a mix of teachers in my years in Taiwan. So if you have money saved up, you can come and study Chinese part of the day and study martial art part of the day. Taiwan, Isla Formosa. Taiwan will touch your heart.